Hi friends, my name is Good morning, my name is Hemachandra. Mm, Today I came to show you how we can create an three-tier application in AWS. So the given scenario is you can see if you have a small business with three-tier web application, a website and an application servers that both hosted on a Amazon Elastic Cloud Cockpit Cloud instance. You have customer data that is stored on a backend database that you want to keep private. You want to use Amazon VPC to set up a VPC that meets the following requirements. So the given task is your web server, application server, and database server must be in a separate subnets. And the first address of your network must be each subnet must have 256 total IPv4 addresses. Your customer must always be able to access your web server. Your application server must accept traffic only from your web server. Your DB server must accept traffic only from the application server. Your application and database server must be able to access the internet to make patch updates. Your architecture must be highly available and highly scalable. Your design must adhere to the five pillars of a well architecture. So the first thing, the given scenario is we can see here. The first thing we have to do is to design an architecture according to the given task. So in my case, I have designed my architecture which I was showing to you right now according to given task. So you can see here, this is outer layer and of AWS cloud and the region and the project VPC we have, which was given in the task, and I have created it two subnets of like public subnet one and public subnet two in the two different availability zones, which it is an availability zone A and as well as availability zone B. So the three-tier application means web application means which includes an web security group, app security group, DB security group. So you can see the app security group which I was highlighted here, as well as security group as well as DB security group. So the web security group must be able to access the web private subnet 1 as well as web private subnet 2 through the web ELB, as well as app security group must be access and communicate with each other like each other to app private subnet 1, app private subnet 2, which we have created the subnets according to given task, as well as DB security group, database security group, which we have created private subnet 1 and private subnet 2. So for that we have used the NAT gateway also. So now in the web security group we are going to access the web ELB, which means web server of the web ELB must be accessed. In the app security group, the app ELB you are going to use, it must be access to the app ELB. So the in the given task it was mentioned like the architecture must be highly performance and highly scalable, which it means, and like the architecture must be easy flexible configuration, fast replication, comprehensive monitoring, and because if we created any miscommunication in the architecture, the output wasn't show you in a correct sentences, like we don't get any output. So in my case, I have created this architecture according to my given task, which I was explaining to you. So this is my architecture. So you can see here. So if you want to go create architecture, you can create in the software called as IOE, which I will share the link name in the description, as well. If you want to add any features like that, you can go to search bar and you can like search, like, and if you want to add internet, you can search internet, so that it will be so that it will show all the types of different types of internet, so that you can add. So it is an eco-friendly, so you can use this software, which I will be shared. I will be share the link in the description below. So now, after once you have created the architecture, so now kindly go to the AWS Cloud Learners Lab. Access the AWS first. Access the Learners Lab Foundation services in AWS Academy. In my case, I was after that press start lab. In my case, I have already started the lab, so that I was so that I can access my AWS Learners Lab. So wait until until it opens. Now go to VPC wizard, which it is an virtual private cloud, and now now go to your sub launch VP wizard. In launch, click on launch VP wizard, and then go to select VPC with private, public and private subnets, and click select, and then here you can give the name as project VPC, and also here you can give the public subnet as according to your given design architecture, and you can give your public subnet as web public subnet 1. I mean public subnet 1, and availability zone you can give as US East 1A, and your private subnet name you can give as web private subnet 1, and the availability zone you can give as US East subnet 1A, and allocate an elastic IP address here, and once you have allocated an elastic IP, so click on create VPC, so that it will take a time to create an VPC wizard. Once it's ready, the VPC gets to launch. Click OK, and then come back. Come back to AWS console home. So in my case, I have created already, which was showing here as project VPC. So now go to subnets and create, and there we can see this subnet as which we have created in VPC, like web private subnet 1 and public subnet 1. You can see here. So now you can, if you want to create a subnet, you can create subnet by clicking the create subnet option, and then you can click on the create subnet, and then you can give VPC ID as project VPC, and then you can give subnet name as according to design architecture, and you can give as availability zone as East A1B according to design architecture. Once you have created, now you can create, if you want to create more subnets, you can create by using add new subnet, so that it will create the more subnets as much as you can. So once you have created the subnets, click on create subnet, so that it will, so the subnets are going to create. Once it's create, come back, and so then go to subnets, and you can see here the subnets that you have created so far. So in my case, I have created these all subnets. You can see here, which it is available here. Once it is done, go to the once it is done, go to the NAT gateways, which it was in the left side of the dashboard. Scroll down, NAT gateway, click on the NAT gateways, and then by default there will be a NAT gateway 1, and if you want to create one more NAT gateway, you can create by using the click option like create NAT gateway, and then You can give the NAT gateway name as second NAT gateway here, and you can give the subnet according to your architecture design. In my case, I have given this subnet. In my case, I have given the subnet as public subnet 2, and then allocate an elastic IP address to just refresh it by clicking the allocate elastic IP, so that you can allocate an elastic IP, and then create NAT gateway, so that the NAT gateway will be going to create. Once it is ready, the NAT gateway is getting to launch, which I have created so far, like as second NAT gateway. You can see here. Once you have created the NAT gateway, go to the root tables, which it was in the left side of the dashboard. You can see here root tables. Click on the root tables, and there in their root tables you can see the status as yes, no, main, yes, no. You can see the test status. So in this way, the status which it shows main as no, give the name as public subnet, which I was given here. Give the name as public subnet. You can give the name as public subnet and click save. Similarly, which it shows the status as S given name as private root table A, which I was given here. You can see here. You can give the name as private root table zone A, and then go to the edit subnet, and then you can edit the subnet. Go to the roots here, and then you can see the roots are in active position, active status. So then now go to subnet association, and then click on edit subnets association. Now you can edit the subnet association as per your design architecture. So in my case, I have edit the subnets as DB private subnet 1 as well as web private subnet 1 as well as app private subnet 1. You can see here, and then click save association. So the subnets are getting to save, and which it is, and follow the same procedure for this private root table zone B. Go to the roots, it will get so the status as active, and then go to subnet association, and go to the edit subnet association, and there you can see the available subnets are DB private subnet 2, app private subnet 2, web private subnet 2, and then click save association. So the subnets are getting to save. Once it's subnets are getting to save, you can see here the link of the subnets that which we have linked to so far. It's showing that for private root table zone A, it's showing that we are linked to the 3 subnets, and for private root table zone B, it's showing that we have linked the 3 subnets as well as. And now once it is done, if you want to create more root tables, you can create more root tables by using the click option, which it was here, and you can configure the name now. And once you are done with root tables, now go to this security group. If you want to create a root table, and click on the create option, create root table, and give it a name as, in my case Give the name as per your design architecture. In my case, I have given the name as private two tables or B, which I was showing you now. And then select VPC as project VPC and click next so that it will create the root table. Then click edit routes and add routes and give the now follow the same procedure for remaining subnets for app private subnet 2 as well as app private subnet 2 as well as DB private subnet 2. Now configure the security group. Once we have done with root tables, now go to the security group which it was in the left side of the panel configure so that here so the click on the security group. Now configure the security group. Select the security group option, create security group option from left side of the dashboard and select the option as create security group here. Now configure the security group as per as design architecture. Give security group name as web ELB security group and description as allow access to the web load balancer and then give inbound rules type as HTTP and source as anywhere IPv4 and click on create SG so that security group the web ELB security group is going to create and create one more security group as web security group and give description as allow access to HTTP from web ELB and VPC and select the VPC as project VPC and give inbound rule type as HTTP and source of the traffic as type source of the traffic is select web ELB security group and click clear so that web security group is going to create. Now if you want to create one more, select create security groups, follow the same procedure for the for the app ELB security group and give the description as allow access to the app ELB security group from the web tier and give the inbound rule type as HTTP and give the source of the traffic as web security group and click create. And now click create. Now create one more security group for app security group and give the name as app security group and give the description as allow access to HTTP from app ELB and inbound rule type as HTTP and source of the traffic as app ELB security group and click create. And now create one more security group as DB security group and give description as allow access to my SQL from app tier and inbound rule type as my SQL and Aurora and source give the source of the traffic as app security group and click create which is shown. And now once you have done with security group, now create an EC2. Now go to the services which at the top of the bar service go click and then search is type EC2 search EC2 then click EC2 and now create so that it will get open EC2 instance. So now we are going to create an you are going to launch an new instances. Go to instances. You can see my instances here which I was done. The instance state is running. So you can configure the instances. You can name give you can give you can configure the instances as AppSec configure server web configure app autoscale app web autoscale. Once you have created the instances, now copy the public IP. Now copy the public IP and open so that it will open in a new tab so that it will open. You can see so that it will open. And now once you are done with EC2 instances, now select load balancers in the left side of the dashboard. You can see here, click on load balancer, which I was created earlier as app ELB, web ELB. If you want to create a load balancer you can create by using this option, create load balancer, and and configure the configure the mapping and security group, etc. And now if you have done with if you are done with load balancer, you can go to the launch configuration, which was in the left side of the panel. You can see here, click on launch configuration, and you can create launch configuration by using this option. In my case I have created the two which I was showing here. So now go to the load balancers. At last, now go to the load balancer, click on web ELB so that it will show the description here. So copy this DNS name, and open a new tab, new Chrome, and paste it over there and see the output. Sometimes it maybe take times, so please wait for a few minutes. You can see now the output, the RDS. Just you can see the here output. So if you get like this, the instance are working everything, and the instance are working properly according to the design architecture. So now go back. So all these actions are done as per the design architecture only. So I have shown you my architecture design as well, and as well as I was showing the actions how you have to do, how you have to launch the web 3-tier web application server, and you can see the result as this. So if you have any questions or queries, you can drop in a comment box, let me know, and I will share the link for to I'll share the link for the software which we can create the diagram architecture design, and also I can drop an Word document like which I was created in the Word document. You can find and you can see all the content regarding the web application server, so that we can you can go through it and have a look at once, so that you will get an idea, and so that we can create and launch the web 3-tier web application server. So that I will drop the Word document in the description as well. So that's it from my side. So this is my first YouTube video, and this is my first launching the YouTube channel. So keep share, like, subscribe, and comment. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. So until then, see you, goodbye, thank you, and we'll come in the future for and we'll come and we'll do more videos in the future regarding the technical stuff as well as. Thank you. Bye. See you.